Friends, let's continue our amazing adventure across the magical country of Uzbekistan, to a location where time seems to have stopped and where the dunes hold the secrets of millennia. We are traveling deep into Karakalpakstan today. Awaiting us is Chilpyk Kala, the fabled Tower of Silence, which is encircled by mysteries, antiquated customs, and the essence of pre-Islamic times. This place is more than just a historical site. It is a reminder of a world that has long since passed away, where Zoroastrians bid farewell to the dead while looking up at the sky rather than the ground. But before we delve into this ambiance of quiet philosophy and time's power, remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Numerous unusual routes, uncommon spots, and anecdotes await you that you will undoubtedly not hear on typical excursions. Imagine living for generations in a land where quiet has been more powerful than words, where the mysteries of pre-Islamic culture are preserved in the ground itself. The ancient Tower of Silence, known as Chilpyk Kala, is located in the center of Karakalpakstan, on the edge of the Khorezm Desert. Chilpyk is a distinctive building that dates back more than 2,000 years and is a part of the Zoroastrian culture which ruled Central Asia before Islam. It is dated by archaeologists to the 1st century BC to the 1st century AD. It is a DOCA, or prayer place, where the deceased were taken in accordance with Zoroastrian tradition. In contrast to burials, the deceased were not interred here. Instead, their bodies were left atop the tower for birds to purify the body and allow the soul to ascend in its untainted state. According to Zoroastrianism, a deceased person's body pollutes the fire, water, and earth. As a result, burial as we know it was forbidden. Fascinating fact. Such towers of silence were found among the Parsis in India and Iran. However, Chilpyk is the biggest in Uzbekistan and one of the few that still exist in the post-Soviet space. Such rites were prohibited when Islam arrived in this region in the 7th and 8th centuries. Despite Chilpyk's abandonment, the locals continued to remember its sacred significance. Here are some comparisons. When Chilpyk was constructed, the Han dynasty was thriving in China. Emperor Augustus ruled over Rome, and Christianity was only starting to take root in Judea. In other words, the greatest cultures and religions in the world are as old as this region. Chilpyk is encircled by a wall that is up to 15 meters high and over 65 meters in diameter. It is composed of adobe bricks which have withstood the harsh conditions of sand and sun for over 2,000 years. The Amu Darya river's bed is not distant from Chilpyk. Previously, Genghis Khan's armies and Alexander the Great's troops went along this river. Chilpyk was first the focus of Soviet archaeologists in the 1940s. It started to receive more serious research in the 1960s. Remains, burned bones, and pieces of ceramics were discovered at that time, all of which attested to the tower's ceremonial use. For ages, poets, artists, and intellectuals have drawn inspiration from Chilpyk, which has evolved into a source of philosophical contemplations on life and death, in addition to being a representation of antiquity. This location held religious significance for the Karakalpaks. They referred to it as a threshold between two worlds, the eternal heavenly and the mortal earthly, rather than merely a tower. It was thought that the very top of the tower served as a bridge connecting the kingdom of spirits and the world of the living, and that this is where the soul departs from the body and rushes to the stars. Chilpyk is still regarded with particular reverence by the local elders as a site of purification and transformation. Because it preserves the memories of thousands of dead souls and the never-ending aspiration of man to paradise, Chilpyk is not only an architectural landmark, but also a profoundly spiritual location on the map of Uzbekistan. Standing atop Chilpyk now and gazing off into the distance makes you feel that you are more than simply a visitor. Rather, you are a witness to a vast and silent history that permeates every cell and cannot be touched. Going to Chilpyk is like traveling back in time to pre-Islamic Central Asia, when people used the wind, fire, and sky to communicate with the gods. Kala Chilpyk, the Tower of Silence. A spot where time itself whispers. Explore further, seek significance, and come across lost masterpieces. Explore Uzbekistan with DOCA tours and learn about it in ways that textbooks won't. Thank you for viewing. There are still plenty of exciting things to come, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And we keep on traveling.